The love and hip-hop world is shaking as shocking footage of Mendeecees attacking someone has just gone viral. Fans are in disbelief, social media is exploding, and for the first time, Yandy is speaking out online, dropping truths no one expected. You won't believe what she revealed. Everything is spiraling out of control. And the chaos is just beginning. The love and hip-hop universe was rocked to its core the night the footage leaked. The clip, barely a minute long, showed Mendeecees in a heated altercation that left fans gasping and social media in absolute turmoil. Nobody could believe the man who had always maintained a composed presence on camera could erupt like this. But the moment the first frame hit the internet, chaos ensued. Every fan, blogger, and influencer scrambled to dissect it, and the speculations began almost instantly. What led to this? Who was involved? And, most importantly, would this change everything we thought we knew about the cast? Sources close to the production claimed tensions had been building for weeks. Off-camera confrontations, whispered arguments, and subtle digs during film segments had escalated quietly, but everyone expected it to stay behind the scenes. No one anticipated it would blow up in the way it did. According to insiders, the incident happened right after a taping wrapped for the week, in a hallway backstage where security was stretched thin and cameras were only capturing fragments of what was truly unfolding. The viral clip opens with Mendeecees confronting a cast member over an allegation that had been circulating online. The tension is palpable from the very first second. The man's expression is unrecognizable, eyes flashing with a fury no one had ever seen on television. Voices overlap in the chaos, but Mendeecees is relentless. He grabs the other party, pushing them against the wall, and the intensity of the confrontation shocks everyone in the vicinity. People can be heard shouting, some trying to intervene while others are frozen, unsure whether to step in or film the moment for posterity. Fans watching the clip immediately began dissecting the scene frame by frame. Every hand movement, every tone of voice, every slight shift in posture became evidence for theories that spread like wildfire. Reddit threads, Instagram stories, and TikTok compilations popped up within minutes. The hashtag Mendeecees attack was trending before the night was even over, with viewers debating who was at fault, whether this was an overreaction, and how Yandy would respond. Every corner of social media became a battlefield of opinions, assumptions, and accusations. Meanwhile, Yandy broke her silence for the first time since the incident. Posting a carefully worded statement online, she addressed the viral footage without directly naming names. "I've seen the clips everyone is talking about," she wrote. "And while some things are being blown out of proportion, I can't ignore that tensions got out of hand. What happens behind the cameras sometimes doesn't reflect the whole story." Her message instantly went viral, and fans dissected her every word. Some praised her for speaking out, while others accused her of being too vague or protecting. Someone involved, inside sources, shared that the attack didn't come out of nowhere. Tensions had escalated for weeks due to a series of alleged betrayals and rumors circulating among the cast. Mendeecees reportedly felt cornered and provoked, believing that private conversations and messages had been leaked intentionally to tarnish his reputation. "He's usually calm and collected," one insider said. But something snapped this time. He felt like he had to take a stand and let everyone know that he wouldn't be disrespected. That perspective made the incident seem less random, and more a culmination of mounting frustration that had been simmering for months. Producers, caught off guard by the footage going viral, scrambled to contain the fallout. Meetings were called behind the scenes, with staff debating whether to air the confrontation in its entirety or cut parts of it to protect the network from legal trouble. Meanwhile, fans were getting impatient, demanding that they show the real story. "This is exactly the kind of drama that gets ratings," one insider admitted. "Everyone knows it's explosive, but it's also messy. We have to tread carefully because this isn't just about entertainment, it's about real people's reputations." The attack sparked an immediate divide among the cast. Some members sided with Mendeecees, arguing that he had every right to confront the situation and that the person he confronted had been intentionally trying to provoke him. Others criticized his methods, claiming that physical confrontation was never the solution and that it put everyone involved in jeopardy. Friends, allies, and bystanders were all caught in the crossfire, forced to pick sides while managing their own concerns about how this could impact their public image. Social media only magnified the tension. TikTok creators stitched the video with commentary, highlighting each expression and reaction, while Twitter threads exploded with fans debating the severity of the incident. Memes and reactions poured in, some humorous, some viciously critical. The drama wasn't just contained to the love and hip-hop fandom, it spilled into broader pop culture, catching the attention of mainstream media outlets who quickly picked up the story. Headlines screamed, "Mendeecees' fiery confrontation goes viral," and Yandhi speaks out after shocking attack footage emerges. The story had become a phenomenon in a matter of hours. Insiders revealed that the night of the confrontation was an almost cinematic buildup. Prior to the altercation, the cast had gathered for what was supposed to be a routine meeting. But old grievances, resentments, and rumored betrayals bubbled just beneath the surface. When Mendeecees approached the cast member, the tension reached its breaking point. Security rushed in, trying to contain the situation, but the anger was already visible. Every eye in the room was locked on the unfolding chaos, and everyone knew the cameras had captured what might be one of the most explosive moments in love and hip-hop history. As the video circulated, more details emerged. Sources suggested that Mendeecees had discovered messages that implied backstabbing from someone he trusted deeply. Whether those messages were true or taken out of context, he felt cornered and humiliated. This added fuel to the fire, making his reaction seem less like an overreaction and more like a response to weeks of manipulation and deceit. Fans debated endlessly. Was he justified, or did he cross a line that should never be ignored? Yandhi's online statement continued to stir the pot. She hinted at the pressures of being in the public eye and how certain cast members had contributed to a toxic environment that ultimately led to the confrontation. "I've always tried to protect my family, my friends, and my peace," she said, "but sometimes even the calmest person can reach their limit. People will see the clips and assume the worst, but there's more than what meets the eye." The ambiguity of her statement left fans craving more, sparking speculation that Yandhi might reveal even deeper secrets in the coming days. The fallout didn't stop there. Clips of the incident were repurposed, slowed down, and analyzed for micro-expressions, creating endless content for fans to dissect. Influencers debated the motives, casting shadows of doubt on everyone involved. Some suggested that the confrontation was staged for ratings, while others believed it was entirely real and exposed a dark side of the cast rarely seen. The divide was complete, and the drama had officially reached a fever pitch. By the end of the first 24 hours after the leak, alliances within the cast were shifting. Some were quietly distancing themselves from the situation, not wanting to be associated with the controversy. Others were reaching out to bloggers and insiders, hinting at even more secrets and possible confrontations in the upcoming episodes. The atmosphere backstage was described as electric, tense, and unpredictable. One wrong word or movement could spark another explosion. And the cast knew the cameras weren't leaving anytime soon. As part 1 closes, the scene leaves fans on edge. Mendeecees' confrontation has set the stage for an unpredictable chain of events. Social media is ablaze. Yandhi's statements have fueled further speculation, and the cast's internal dynamics have been forever altered. One thing is certain: this incident is only the beginning, and whatever comes next promises to be even more explosive. The world now watches, waiting for answers, secrets, and the next bombshell revelation that could turn everything upside down. The morning after the clip went viral, the Love and Hip Hop office was buzzing with phone calls, emails, and frantic messages. Producers were already strategizing how to handle the public relations nightmare while keeping the show's ratings intact. Everyone knew the incident was trending worldwide, and the pressure was on to manage both the cast's reputations and the network's image. Wasn't just about a single fight anymore. It had become a full-blown cultural event, dominating headlines, social media feeds, and water cooler conversations across the country. Backstage tensions remained high. Cast members were whispering in corners, keeping a watchful eye on one another, aware that cameras could be recording at any moment. Some were visibly shaken by the attack, while others were quietly plotting their next move. The network had implemented emergency measures. Security personnel were on high alert. Producers were mediating disputes, and legal advisors were consulted to prepare for any possible fallout. The chaotic scene had left everyone on edge, unsure if another confrontation could erupt at any time. Yandy's social media statement had sparked waves of discussion. Fans were analyzing her words line by line, interpreting the subtleties and drawing conclusions about what might happen next. Some believed she was subtly defending Mendeecees, suggesting that his reaction, while extreme, was justified given the circumstances. Others felt she was hinting at a deeper controversy, implying that more explosive secrets were about to surface. Either way, her post intensified speculation and fueled anticipation for the upcoming episodes. Meanwhile, Mendeecees had been keeping a low profile. Sources close to him revealed that he was dealing with a mix of emotions, anger, regret, and a desire to protect his personal life from the chaos. The confrontation had been a culmination of months of tension, and although he didn't regret standing up for himself, he knew the public reaction could have lasting consequences. Friends and family were advising him to stay calm, but the media frenzy made complete discretion nearly impossible. Every move he made was being scrutinized online, and every interviewer's statement was dissected for hidden meaning. Insiders shared that the incident wasn't limited to the viral clip alone. There had been off-camera disputes, heated exchanges, and private confrontations that never made it to the screen. Some cast members had been quietly tipping off bloggers and social media influencers, ensuring that their side of the story reached the public before anyone else could spin it differently. The tension backstage was palpable, with alliances shifting and loyalties being questioned. No one was immune to scrutiny, and everyone knew that one misstep could have dramatic consequences. Producers decided to address the incident directly. In the next episode, while they couldn't air the entire altercation due to legal and ethical concerns, they planned a carefully edited version that would maintain the drama while protecting the network. Interviews were conducted with key cast members, including Mendeecees and the person involved in the confrontation, giving both sides a chance to explain their perspective. These interviews were shot in a controlled environment, with attention paid to lighting, framing, and narrative control. Every word spoken would be analyzed by fans and critics alike, ensuring that the drama remained central to the show's storyline. The leaked footage had a ripple effect on the broader cast dynamics. Friendships were strained, alliances were tested, and hidden resentments were brought to the surface. Some cast members were caught in the middle, unsure how to navigate the tension without alienating anyone. Gossip and rumors became rampant, further complicating the situation. It wasn't just a personal conflict it had become a defining moment for the entire season, shaping how viewers perceived each cast member and their relationships. Social media continued to play a pivotal role. Influencers were dissecting every frame, analyzing micro-expressions, and offering theories about the motives behind the confrontation. TikTok creators edited the footage with dramatic sound effects, highlighting Mendeecees' anger and the chaos surrounding him. Instagram stories circulated with screenshots, comments, and reactions, while Twitter threads exploded with debates over accountability and morality. Every new post, comment, and video clip added fuel to the fire, keeping the story alive long after the initial release. Yandy's involvement became a focal point for fans and media alike. Her social media presence was scrutinized, with followers looking for hidden messages, subtle hints, or clues about what might happen next. She responded cautiously, acknowledging the public's interest while maintaining a degree of privacy. Her careful balance of engagement and restraint drew admiration from some fans, while others criticized her for not being more forthcoming. Regardless, her statements shaped the narrative and influenced how audiences perceived the entire situation. Legal implications were also emerging as a concern. Attorneys consulted on behalf of the network, and cast members advised caution, emphasizing the potential risks of defamation, privacy violations, and physical altercations. The footage of the attack could be used as evidence in legal proceedings. If disputes escalated, adding another layer of tension to an already volatile environment. Cast members were warned about what they could say publicly, how they could interact on social media, and how to navigate interviews without jeopardizing their legal standing. Amidst the chaos, fan reactions were reaching a fever pitch. Comments ranged from supportive messages from Mendeecees to harsh criticisms accusing him of overreacting. Memes, reaction videos, and GIF compilations flooded platforms, keeping the conversation alive and expanding the story beyond the boundaries of the show. Bloggers and media outlets capitalized on the frenzy, publishing articles, opinion pieces, and video analyses that dissected every angle. The story had transcended entertainment, becoming a cultural phenomenon that engaged viewers from all demographics. Backstage, tensions were far from resolved. Cast members were meeting privately, discussing strategy, and attempting to reconcile or exploit the situation for narrative advantage. Some were worried about long-term consequences for their careers, while others saw an opportunity to boost their public profile. Every conversation was calculated, and every move had to be measured carefully. One wrong statement or poorly timed action could ignite another viral moment, further escalating the drama. As Part 2 concludes, the aftermath of Mendeecees' attack continues to shape the season's narrative. Social media scrutiny, legal considerations, and evolving cast dynamics all contribute to an atmosphere of uncertainty and anticipation. The tension is far from over, and fans are left wondering what will happen next. Will relationships be mended or permanently fractured? Will the cast navigate the fallout with grace, or will tempers flare again? The stage is set for explosive developments, and the world watches with bated breath as the story unfolds. The following week, the atmosphere on set was nothing short of tense. Producers had made it clear that any additional altercations would have serious consequences, including possible suspension or removal from the show. Yet, despite the warnings, the air backstage remained thick with unresolved emotions. Mendeecees' attack had shaken the cast to their core, forcing everyone to reassess their alliances, loyalties, and personal boundaries. Even those not directly involved felt the weight of the situation. Knowing that the incident had permanently altered the dynamics of the group, fans' reactions were continuing to dominate social media. Memes and reaction videos proliferated, each highlighting different aspects of the confrontation. Some viewers focused on Mendeecees' emotional state, portraying him as a protective figure standing up for what he believed in. Others criticized his actions, arguing that physical confrontations could never be justified regardless of provocation. The polarized opinions fueled endless debates across Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, ensuring that the story remained at the top of trending lists. Every clip, comment, and repost extended the narrative, keeping it in the public eye far longer than a typical show episode. Meanwhile, Mendeecees' measured approach continued to draw attention. By carefully addressing the situation without fully taking sides, she managed to maintain credibility while avoiding direct conflict. Her posts hinted at concern for both parties and emphasized the need for personal accountability. Fans dissected every word, reading between the lines for hidden meanings, potential alliances, or subtle critiques. Yandy's strategy was both praised and scrutinized, but it undeniably influenced public perception and shaped the way viewers understood the events. The legal ramifications of the viral footage became increasingly apparent. Lawyers representing CARES, the network, and the cast issued guidelines on acceptable conduct, emphasizing that future disputes could have serious consequences. The potential for defamation claims, harassment accusations, and other legal issues forced everyone involved to be extra cautious with public statements. Even private interactions were monitored closely by security and legal teams, who were aware that anything captured on camera could become evidence. This heightened scrutiny added pressure to an already volatile situation, creating a backdrop of tension and uncertainty. Amidst the chaos, the cast began reflecting on the broader implications of the incident. Many recognized that the viral moment had gone beyond simple drama to become a cultural touchpoint, shaping conversations around accountability, relationships, and public behavior. Interviews with key figures revealed varying perspectives. Some cast members expressed regret over their reactions. Backstage discussions turned strategic as alliances shifted. Some cast members sought to distance themselves from the controversy, while others embraced it as an opportunity to increase their visibility. The viral incident became a pivot point, influencing casting decisions, storyline development, and marketing strategies for upcoming episodes. Producers were acutely aware of the delicate balance required to maintain drama without crossing legal or ethical lines. Editing choices were scrutinized to ensure that the most compelling footage made it to air while protecting the network from liability. Social media influencers and bloggers continued to play a pivotal role in amplifying the story. TikTok videos, Instagram Reels, and Twitter threads offered commentary, analysis, and sometimes outright speculation. Reaction videos dissected micro-expressions and body language, while opinion pieces explored the moral and ethical dimensions of the confrontation. Fan communities engaged in lively debates, examining the motives, intentions, and consequences for each party involved. The viral moment had evolved into a multi-layered narrative, blending entertainment, social commentary, and personal drama into a single compelling story. As the season progressed, Mendeecees faced the challenge of rebuilding his public image. While some fans continued to support him, others remained critical, questioning whether his actions were justified. Interviews, social media posts, and public appearances were carefully managed to demonstrate accountability, remorse, and personal growth. Friends and family offered support, but they also emphasized the importance of measured responses and maintaining composure under scrutiny. Every statement, gesture, or interaction was examined for its potential impact, highlighting the intense pressure faced by reality TV personalities in the digital age. Yandy's influence remained central to the narrative. By addressing the situation thoughtfully and deliberately, she provided a stabilizing presence amidst the chaos. Her perspective emphasized the need for accountability, reflection, and responsible behavior. Fans praised her ability to navigate a complex and emotionally charged situation with poise, while critics questioned whether her neutrality was genuine or strategic. Regardless, her actions shaped the story, demonstrating how a single voice can guide public perception and influence the trajectory of a viral incident. The incident also sparked broader conversations about violence, accountability, and reality television culture. Media outlets examined the implications of physical altercations on reality shows, exploring how networks balance drama with ethical responsibility. Discussions about social media behavior, public perception, and the responsibilities of influencers emerged, highlighting the intersection of entertainment and real-world consequences. The conversation extended beyond the show, engaging audiences in debates about morality, behavior, and the societal impact of viral moments. As Part 3 concludes, the fallout from Mendeecees' attack has reshaped the narrative of the season. Cast dynamics have shifted. alliances have evolved, and public perception continues to fluctuate. Social media scrutiny, legal considerations, and personal reflection all contribute to an environment of heightened awareness and anticipation. The incident has become more than a single viral moment. It is a defining episode that will influence relationships, storylines, and public perception for months to come. Fans are left with questions that remain unanswered. Will the cast fully reconcile, or will lingering tensions erupt again? Can Mendeecees navigate the fallout successfully, or will public criticism continue to challenge him? How will Yandy's influence shape future events, and what lessons will the cast take from this experience? The stage is set for further drama, reflection, and unexpected developments, ensuring that audiences remain engaged, invested, and eager for the next chapter in the love and hip-hop saga. The legacy of the viral attack is undeniable. It has demonstrated the power of social media, the complexities of interpersonal dynamics in a high-pressure environment, and the lasting consequences of actions captured on camera. For Mendeecees, Yandy, and the rest of the cast, the incident serves as both a cautionary tale and a defining moment, a reminder that reality television is not just entertainment, but a mirror reflecting the intensity, scrutiny, and unpredictability of life. In the public eye, if you thought this drama was intense, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more exclusive updates from Love and Hip Hop. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss a moment of the action. Let us know in the comments who you think handled the situation better, Mendeecees or Yandy.